I'm just doing some lazy Sunday afternoon driving, and look what I found. I found some tobacco. I did not think there was any tobacco left in this county, but this is the second field that I have seen. Unbelievable. I don't miss it either. Here on the other side of the road is tobacco that is topping out. So it looks like they've got a couple of rows here that they've already topped, and what I mean by that is they go through and pull those blooms off. So you can see the blooms there. So they're going to go through and top it, and then they have to let it cure in the field for about 2 weeks, and then you go through and cut it and then hang it in the barn. I was just telling my wife I may come back over here. I'm not sure who works this farm, and I should know that. But I may come back over here and see if I can work in the field for a day, to see if I still have it, to see if I would last in the field, in a tobacco field, for one day. I doubt that I would, but maybe I'd like to try it one more time. We'll see. Juan Deere has not changed the sign yet. I wonder when they're going to do that. So I just went to my John Deere dealer to pick up some bearings that I had ordered last week. Everyone has been talking about the new Juan Deere, J-U-A-N, Juan Deere, because an announcement was made last week or the week before by John Deere that they were moving, I forget how many jobs they were moving to Mexico. Well, you don't move jobs to Mexico because Americans are not going to follow that job to Mexico. So they are creating new jobs in Mexico and then laying off people here in the United States. Deere has been manufacturing stuff all over the world for years. The John Deere tractor that I have currently is made in Germany. I don't know when they started doing that, but eventually I think John Deere is going to learn. It's not profitable for them to have 123 different models of tractors. The auto companies have learned that, where they used to have 6 different models of cars, and each car got like 1 inch longer and a half an inch wider. So you went from the mini sub compact sub up to the luxury sedan, and you had 6 models in between there. And Deere is kind of the same way. You have the E series tractor, you have the M series tractor, and you have the R series tractor, and then each tractor jumps up 5 horsepower from one model to the next. Do you really need all those different models of tractors? They'll learn. So the dealer that I just went to, they took over. I won't say they took over. Deere forced out our local dealer that had been in business for 75 years. I don't know how long, but they had been there a long time. And like Deere is doing to so many dealers, Deere does not want to deal with one LLC or one corporation that owns one store. They're trying to get rid of the mom and pop stores, the single store operations, and force everybody into these huge chain stores, for lack of a better term. So the dealer that is now in our county that took over the other place or replaced our other dealer, I think they have 19 locations in 3 states or 2 states or 4 states. I don't know, but I think it's 19 locations. And I don't care to deal with them. I would rather drive an hour and 45 minutes to a mom and pop dealer that's still alive down in Fredericksburg, Virginia. They're just a one store show. The employees are friendly. What I find in general, what I find with any stores with multiple locations, employees are not as friendly. They're not as happy. They're corporate employees. And so I'd much rather go to the mom and pop stores for anything, really, for anything, and deal with them. The employees are usually friendlier. They've been there longer and know their stuff. But I was caught in a weak moment last week when I came by that Deere dealer, and I said, oh, I need a couple of bearings, let me stop in here. I needed 4 bearings total. They had 2 of what I needed, and the other 2 they had to order, so I went back today to pick up the other 2. But so yeah, Juan Deere, the new John Deere. Alright, it's Monday. I'm getting back to this after a rainy weekend, so if you didn't watch my political video on Sunday, you will not know that we had 3.88 inches of rain over a 3-day period, so much needed rain. Okay, back to the motor. The first thing I'm going to do is see if it's filled up with gas here where the spark plug is. It's been sitting since last week when we last worked on it. Uh-oh, that's not good. You saw that, didn't you? Let's see, is anything underneath? Oh, man. All right, that could be a problem. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is pull the carburetor off and maybe clean it. I did not do that last week. I just pulled the bowl off, cleaned the sludge out of the bowl. So maybe that needle valve in the carburetor and the float is bad. So I guess that's what I'm doing now. I have had this off before because I remember all of this and I don't know why I had it off. All right, that needle valve. The tip looks okay on it. But my eyes are getting bad. Okay, I'm going to clean this up a little bit and see what happens. All right, that's the extent that I know about this thing. You spray some carb cleaner in it, you blow some holes out, and you stick it back on there and hope for the best. All right, this is the throttle linkage here that, oops, my gas is gonna run out. When you move the throttle over to faster, it adjusts the linkage on the carburetor to give it more gas or less gas. And all right, stay up there. and then there's the spring there. Okay. All right, I can hook the gas line back up. Let's turn the valve off. This is the choke mechanism. Goes on there, and it closes that choke just like that. All right. Oh shoot. Most important thing, I forgot to put the float on there, but that's okay. I can do that from here. Okay, I think I am ready to put oil in there and give it a shot. Okay, I think these usually take about 20 ounces. And I've just about got 20 ounces in there. All right, I think we're good. Let's see what happens here. what's that smoking from? Is that just burning all that oil that got up around the rings, the piston? I don't know. I turned the gas off, so I was letting the gas run out of it. Well, ain't but one way to find out if it's working properly, and that's to take it out here to the trailer and I've got to finish filling that tank. I'm going to put nitrogen in it. I'm going to put a couple gallons of nitrogen on these soybeans when I spray them. Hopefully I can get out in the field tomorrow and spray. We'll see. I've got what have I got, 1,200 gallons of water in there, so I'm going to finish filling it with liquid N now. Well, it's still smoking a little bit, but I had the old motor here on standby just in case that one decides to quit, but we are pumping. 1350 is what I've got in there now. I've got all of my chemicals loaded up on here. Hey, it is another hot day. I think today, tomorrow, and Wednesday supposed to be hot, and then cooling off a little bit after that with chance of rain. 92 degrees, 61% humidity, winds from the southwest at 4 miles an hour. So humidity isn't as bad as it has been, because we have had 75 and 80% humidity. Now, it's still bad, don't get me wrong. Looks like it has stopped smoking. All I'm doing now is just recirculating to get that nitrogen mixed in with that water. I've just turned the gas off, so just waiting for the mower to run out of gas that's in the carburetor now. And then I'm going down to the barn to get the tractor and sprayer and bring it up here. So I should be ready to go tomorrow morning. Camera fog up because it's been in the air condition and it's hot today. I just wanted to get out here and look at these soybeans. They're really not looking bad. Knee high. We've got blooms on them, so I'm just out here trying to clean them up. I got a few morning glories here, like right down in here. So I'm just putting glyphosate on here at about what am I putting, about 40 ounces to the acre? Yeah, thereabouts. Hopefully that'll get that morning glory. Darn, you know, I wanted to spray these last week, but we got that rain, which I'm grateful. It's really thick today because my radio station that I normally listen to has a lot of static in it. When I turned the television on this morning, I was picking up stations 200 miles away, but not the local station. So yeah, it's thick air this morning. So as I was saying, I wanted to spray these soybeans. I got leaves in my shoe last week, but we got that rain, and so of course not only did the soybeans take off and start growing, but so did the morning glory as well. So I'm hoping that this glyphosate is going to kill this morning glory. Maybe I should have added something else to it, but then I'd be scared to spray today with the heat that we have. It's supposed to be 95 degrees, heat index 110 to 120, I think. So if you add any more to this mixture, it's gonna kind of ding the soybeans a little bit. Yeah, I rolled the dice this morning, and we'll see if I get bullseye. Well, I mean, not bullseye. That's what Biden put on Trump. I'll see if I roll snake eyes or boxcars. And when I say that's what Biden put on Trump, that Biden is on record of saying Trump is in the bullseye. He said that, was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago at a fundraiser that he did. Yeah, talk about toning down the rhetoric, lowering the temperature. I think it's the left that needs to lower the temperature. And man, especially today at 95 degrees, I wish someone would lower the temperature. I've got a little bit of the makings of a cold coming on. I think yesterday, what happened, I was out in the heat, getting everything ready to spray today, and it was hot. You saw the temperature, what did I show you, 90 some degrees, I think? I don't remember. And, of course, I came home to an air-conditioned house, and down to, we don't keep it real cold at our house, but 77 degrees, and I think that temperature change, it just put a bug in me. And it didn't help the night before. I didn't go to bed until after 1 o'clock, so I didn't have the rest that I needed from the night before. So now I'm gonna fight this summertime cold for a little bit, and I hate a summertime cold. I hate a cold in general. But I'm really pleased with the way these soybeans look. Good stand. They canopied real nicely here. Got some height to them. This is what soybeans are supposed to look like. And then, of course, we have the spots where the water has hit them. So far, I have not made any tracks in the field. I'm somewhat surprised. One of my lower places when I went around the end that I thought I was going to make a track in, I did not. So the ground was thirsty, and it soaked up that 3 inches of rain. And so yeah, it's not muddy on top. Although you can see a little bit of mud sticking to the tire there. That's from when I just turned around.